Hello everyone, in this episode we will discuss UDF in Power BI. DAX user defined function UDF are a new preview feature in Power BI that allow you to create reusable function that can be defined once and used across measures, calculated columns and visual calculation, improve code consistency and maintainability. Let me switch to the computer for the demo. So first we have to enable UDF, and before that you have to make sure that you are running the Power BI desktop of September 2025. If your Power BI desktop is before September 2025, I request you to upgrade first. Now to enable a UDF, I'll go to the file and option and setting, and in option here you can see preview features, and you have to scroll down, and here you can see DAX user defined function. So if it is not enabled on your Power BI desktop, you have to enable, click OK, close the Power BI desktop and again reopen the Power BI desktop. So as already enabled on my Power BI desktop, so I'll click cancel and I'll go back to the report page. Now let me show you the data table. So this is the data table, and you can see the region column, and we have a 3 region: Europe, North America and Pacific. And I want to calculate a region wise total sales. To calculate a total sales, I have a 2 columns: unit price and order quantity. Unit price multiplied by order quantity. Now my requirement is on the report page, I need a 3 data card. So let me add a 3 data card. So let me adjust here. So 1, 2 and 3 data card. And this data card will show the total sales for North America and for Europe and then Pacific. So I will write a logic for the total cells in one place, and I will reuse using a user defined function same logic for all these 3. Okay. To write a user defined function, here you can see one option, DAX query view. Okay, if you are not familiar with the DAX query view, I request you to watch my video and you will find the link in the description box. Okay, now let me click on the DAX query view and it will look like this. Okay, so here I will write a UDF function. So first I will say define. I will come down and here I will say function, and then I will give the function name calculate cells. Okay, now equal to, here I'll give the parameter, which parameter I wanted to pass. So I'll pass the parameter from the data card region bracket close equal to and greater than. I'll come down and here I will calculate the total sales. So first I will use a calculate DAX function. I'll come down and then I'll say sumx and table name is order, and then the next parameter is order and column name unit price multiply by again table name and column name, so order quantity for sumx bracket close. Okay, now comma, I'll come to the next line and here I will define filter. So filter should be on region. So I'll select the region column here and I'll say equal to, and I will pass this parameter here, region equal to. Now I'll come down and close the bracket for calculate. Okay. First we'll test this function. So here I will say evaluate. So this is just for testing. So my logic is from here to here till here to here to calculate the total sales, and just I am testing. So I'll come down to, I'll convert this into a table, curly braces. I'll come down, and after that I will say calculate sales. I'll call this function and pass a parameter. North America, quote close and bracket close. Come down and I'll say here curly braces close. Now I'll run. So you can see here that this is the total sales for North America. So this function is working perfectly fine. Okay. So now we will add it to data model. To add this into our data model, so this I'll remove actually. To add this data model, you will see here update model, add new function. So I'll just click here, and then I will click on update model. So once I will click here, you can see the function one in the function name, calculate cells actually. So my UDF is ready. Now we'll call this from the report page. So I'll go back to the report page, and in data model, I will add a 3 measures actually. So new measure, and here I will say North America sales, and so this is my UDF function, calculate sales, and I'll pass the region North America bracket close. Okay. Now I'll accept this. Now I'll create another measure, new measure, and here I'll say Europe sales, and again I'll call the calculate sales UDF function, and I'll pass the parameter as a Europe bracket close, and accept this measure. Then again I will create a new measure. We required a 3 measure to call the UDF, and here I will say Pacific sales, PACIFIC, Pacific sales, and say calculate sales. In the double quote I'll mention Pacific is a region name. Then I'll accept this also, and after that what I'm going to do, I will select this data card, and I will add to data card. I'll select this and I'll add to data card. So you can see the Europe cell. I'll select other one, and again I will drag North America. So you can see the total sales of North America, and I'll select last one and I'll drag and drop in the field Pacific sales. So now you can see the 3 region sales. So the logic for calculating a sales is one place, and we are just one place in UDF function, and we are just calling the UDF function. So this is the Europe cell, North America cell, and Pacific cell. Now the other thing is that how we can modify. If, for example, if we need some modification, then UDF function. So how we can do that? So again, I will go to the DAX query view, and let me remove this. Okay. And here you can see in the function, in data model, you can see the function, and just click on the 3 dot, and here you can see option quick queries, and here you have to select this, define and evaluate. So this part is not required, so I'll remove this one. And for example, just we can see we'll try to increase the cells by because of the error. Just we'll say multiply by 0.25. Okay. And I want to update the existing UDF function. So now here you can see update model override function. Once I will click, it will ask you whether I want to update the model. So I want yes. And now let me remove this one and again reopen from here. Sorry. So you can see the changes here. So this way, if you want, if you want some modification in the UDF function, this way you can open and you can update. Okay. That's all for this video, and I request you to please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.